look who's back. After promising this for so long, I'm back with a zero arc retcon. so my so my last video, I just ran over the zero arc. I'm going a little more in depth, but not that much. So let's start off. After Tsunade becomes Hokage, Gohan is still in the hospital. And Tsunade heals him, and he gets a huge Zenkai boost from fighting that one cloak Naruto. So, everything is great and all until Team 7 is given a mission by the Hokage herself to investigate the castle of Zero. So, if you don't know who he is, here he is. This is Zero. He's a crazy guy. He was a Hokage candidate for the 4th Hokage, but he lost. So he ran away, did some experiments on himself, and he made a deal with Orochimaru and Itachi. And that deal, the deal with Itachi went south because he made Orochimaru put a curse seal on Sasuke. So Itachi put an Amaterasu on him, but he managed to survive by cloning himself. So yeah. His abilities are crystal. He can manipulate fire. And he has some insane genjutsu, not even a free tome can get it. You need a Mangeki or something to do that. And not like just a Mangeki, you need an experienced Mangeki. So yeah. This is the guy they're fighting. So when they get to the castle, they're immediately founded by Zero's horsemen, I should say. Ginyu is physically the strongest, but he's still the weakest, and he loses to Gohan thanks to a key blast. Gyoko is the smartest, but he loses to Sasuke and Sakura working together. Naruto defeats Kurenai by shadow cloning himself 100 times. Kakashi beats Ryoko without even using a Sharingan or Shidori, just shadow clones. So they finally meet up with Zero, and everyone in Team 7 gets put under a genjutsu immediately. No one's alive, and except Gohan, because he doesn't have chakra, he has ki, which is different. So Gohan and Zero start fighting. It's a fun fight. Zero uses crystal release and fire, but it does nothing to Gohan. Well, it does a little damage, but until he busts out the Eternal Flame Dragon. The Eternal Flame Dragon basically it almost kills Gohan. So he resorts to using Ikari, baby. Yeah, that's right. He goes into Ikari. His eyes turn yellow and he gets stronger 10 times, and he kills Zero. No, he breaks his back and his neck. You know how this happened? He was training with Jiraiya, and he trained with Jiraiya. He trained with Jiraiya. Jiraiya, he mastered this power. So yeah, he can only use this for up to 4 minutes. He can't push it to 5 or he go insane. So this is the term that I use. He goes ape shit. He doesn't even care. He just murders him. And for the final blow, Zero uses crystal flame armor, and Gohan powers up a powerful Masenko, and boom, it's a final clash. You see a blinding light. Team 7 gets broken out of the genjutsu as they see Zero have a giant hole in his chest, and Gohan knocked out on the floor, baby. So yeah, that was it. And they ran. They took Gohan and Zero's dead body. Yeah, Zero's dead, and they carried Gohan to the hospital where he got another Zenkai boost, baby, making him at least Jonin level, at least. And he doesn't go on missions with T7. He trains with Jiraiya for 2 weeks, and he learns to get a handle on his Ikari power. And yeah, that was the Zero arc. That was a complete 5-minute run. And now we get on to another arc, the Sasuke retrieval arc, or the Sasuke recovery mission, whatever. So after Gohan's rest, blah blah blah, Sasuke gets recruited, taken by the Sound 4 because Gohan is way too strong, and Naruto is also strong because he's been training with Gohan. And Sasuke, he gets put in that jar thing, and the others find out that he left the village. So a team of Shikamaru, Naruto, you know who went there, and Naruto and Gohan went there, and Rock Lee, and they all went there to find Sasuke. But the team went a bit south. The Sound Force split them all up. Gohan fought the entire Sound Force. Naruto was sent to find Sasuke, and the others were sent to fight off these bad guys. Is in the Mario fight, and then Gara interferes and murders him. Yeah. Next on this block is Gohan scrapping with the entire Sound Force in Ikari. So Gohan has mastered Ikari basically, and he starts going mad with that guy, and he add the Sound Force. But they dodge, and they all go into Curse Mark 1 and fight off Gohan and Base. Base Gohan is allowed to stop 2 of them, but 4v1, he getting overwhelmed. So he creates 5 shadow clones to make it a little fairer, and they all go, and the real one gathers energy to go Ikari, and this time he one-shots them so bad that they fuse into one being known as the Sound 4. And he's able to use Curse Mark 2, all of their Curse Marks together. And he gets a lot stronger, my guy. Like, he gets some insane power. He's at low Sound 4. The Steam Fusion is at low Kage level, and Gohan's also at low Kage. So it's an insane battle, but Gohan powers up a massive Super Kamehameha and fires it straight of Sound 4, the fusion of the Sound 4, killing it and destroying an entire forest behind him. And after that, he gets worn out, tired, and gets knocked out. So the Sasuke versus Naruto fight happens, and Sasuke wins, blah blah blah, it's a close fight, Next, you think, oh, it's Shippuden time, baby. No. Next up, next is the Megatu no Shinko arc. Yes, Megatu no Shinko. So we start off the arc with Gohan in this new armor, flying around. Wait, no, jumping around with a lot of shadow clones. And he and Team 7 are looking for someone. Someone named Mugatu Shinto. This one is about to be an insane one, dog. Gohan uses Ikari powers to try to find him, but he can't. So yeah, remember this is just three of them. Gohan, Kakashi, Naruto, and Sakura. Yeah, and they look for Mugatu no Shinto, and they find no one. No one's there, and so they keep looking and looking. But then, boom! An explosion. Version of Gohan appears and starts attacking all of them. And he's strong and keeps punching and punching and punching and shooting blasts, mouth beams, and everything until he finally defeats all of them, knocking them the freak out. We need to get him, said Gohan. We don't have enough strength, said Naruto. Said Kakashi. Well, we have to do something, said Naruto. So they get healed up, Gohan gets a small Zenkai, and they run to find Mugatu no Shinto, or Shindo. So they find Shindo at destroying a small village, like an asshole, and they engage in combat, and they don't play around, dog. They don't play. They fight, and they fight. Gohan enters Ikari, Naruto enters one tablespoon, Kakashi uses Sharingan, and Sakura uses a cherry blossom node and punches the hell out of that guy. His arm gets broken by Sakura. But Naruto lays a giant Rasengan straight into his gut. Gohan straight up uses his Rasengan, basically a volley of key balls, and Rasengans combined to blow him up. And Kakashi uses Sharingan and Chidori with Kamui and murders that guy. He goes straight through his chest. He's dead. Why does that sound funny?